Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out our ABC 3340 web exclusive from here in Indianapolis, the site of the 2022 National Championship game between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. And today is technically day 2 of National Championship week. And this morning, both members of the Crimson Tide and the Bulldogs sat down with the media for a virtual media day. And one such member was Will Anderson Jr., who is by far one of the most dynamic playmakers in the country and the most dominant pass rusher in the nation. And well, he's actually adopted this mindset with his teammates this year as underdogs. And I know, stop me, sounds crazy, Alabama underdogs. It's something you don't hear back-to-back quite often. However, this week against Georgia, Alabama will be underdogs, currently 2.5-point dogs to the Vegas sportsbook. And one thing that Will Anderson wants to know, he doesn't care if they're 4-point underdogs, 5-point underdogs, or they're a 13.5-point favorite like they were last week against Cincinnati. He wants his defense to play with the mindset that they're going to play hard every single down.
You know, Alabama does have a lot of success, but I was speaking generally when I said over the course of the season, but us being underdogs, you know, us not being respected, and you know, people saying that we wasn't an elite team, and I think everybody that just fuels everybody up because we know how hard we work, we know what type of team we have, and you know, it's going to be the same to the end of the season, which is coming up. So we keeping that same intensity, same energy. You know what everybody was saying about us, we're just going to keep using it as motivation because we know what type of team we are. We know what we put in and day out. We know how we prepare, and we know how we play.
And one man who wants to see none of Will Anderson Jr. come this Monday night is Georgia quarterback Stetson Bennett IV. And one thing about Bennett, of course, he doesn't necessarily have all the physical skills. He's not nearly as gifted as Bryce Young. However, what he does have is a fair share of confidence. And why shouldn't he? He's leading one of the best football teams of all time statistically. Of course, Georgia has a generational defense. So for Bennett, he doesn't need to light up the scoreboard, score 55, 60 points. He just needs to put his dogs in the right position to make plays. And that comes with a fair share of confidence that's been instilled with him his entire football career.
I'm not as confident in everything I do as I am in football. So I'd say it comes from work. It's not an ignorant confidence. Like, I believe I can do anything, but I believe I can play football really well. And that's from the work that I've spent over these past however many years I've been playing football. And then my parents have always supported me.
And speaking of quarterbacks, I'd be remiss if I didn't touch on the Heisman Trophy winner, Alabama signal caller Bryce Young. Is all poised, he's all calm, cool, and collected, and he's all ready to win his second straight national championship. Sure, he didn't start last year as he backed up Mac Jones, but this time it's Bryce Young's time to solidify his Alabama legacy and lead the Crimson Tide to their 19th national championship.
We understand that this is a business trip. It's all for all of us. It's all about, the game on Monday. So it's a pretty simple mindset. It's not complicated at all. We all know what we're here for, and it's all about getting better and doing what we have to do to put ourselves in the best position when Monday comes.
And speaking of Young, this Georgia defense is going to have their hands full come Monday night with the Heisman Trophy winner. And well, to prepare for Young, that Georgia defensive line, they've been chasing around some skill positions all week in practice, some shifty receivers, running backs, even cornerbacks. But this week, well, the Georgia defensive line, they've given a nickname to Bryce Young, and it's kind of a compliment.
Bryce is an extremely talented athlete. He's slippery, and I forgot. We was watching I think it was Hard Knocks with the Colts, and they was talking about the gingerbread man and how Kyler Murray was kind of like running around like the gingerbread man. So that's what we've been calling him all week.
Hey, thanks so much for checking out our web exclusive. If you like this content and so much more, make sure to check us out both on air and online all week as we spend all weekend here in Indianapolis getting ready for the national championship game Monday night. Again, on air, online, ABC3340sports.com. From Indianapolis, I'm Johnny Congdon, ABC 3340 Sports.